Some movies are more noteworthy for their ambient erotic charge than for outright graphic sexiness. Others feature sequences of such exquisite and tantalizing carnality that they've come to define all that we think a hot scene should be. The hottest movies often showcase glamorous, otherworldly creatures or disreputable schemers. Sometimes the nastiest or naughtiest characters are the biggest turn ons. Here are the hottest movies with great plot lines for you to watch in 2022. Inconceivable. After Angela and Brian befriend Katie, she becomes a live in nanny to their daughter. But the couple notices her obsession with their child, which soon proves disastrous to the family. The story is a bit overhyped, but the drama depicts an engaging thriller of psychic mother obsessed with her biological children. The complications of being a surrogate are explored within the boundaries of a story that is hypothetical. The murderous psychic is eventually exposed. I watched this film before I looked at the IMDb and Rotten Tomato ratings, and I am glad I did because I might not have watched it if I had been influenced by them. I thoroughly enjoyed the film and I still can't understand why it was not scored higher. Naked Weapon. 40 girls are kidnapped and trained to be killers. A CIA agent in charge of the case cannot find any leads. However, when a series of assassinations take place, he begins to suspect the kidnapper. The acting was pretty bad, the dialogue was worse and out of touch, and the SFX were borderline amateur. However, this is the most entertaining movie I've seen in a while. The change in original sound to voiceover was unexpected during most moments, and the over the top and way too long action scenes allowed for bathroom breaks. This is a Matrix meets horny, romantic Kung Fu Panda, and man, did I love it. Out of Sight. A bank robber escapes prison and comes across a female marshal. Things go downhill when he kidnaps her and she starts falling for him. One of the best Elmo Leonard adaptations ever, thanks to the beautiful Scott Frank script, sublime direction and editing from Steven Soderbergh, perfect music from composer David Holmes, and wonderful acting performances that bring Elmo Leonard's characters to living, breathing life. I think this is a perfect movie not just because of the exquisite and subtle chemistry, but primarily because there's a soulful and wounded, achingly beautiful romantic heart just beneath the surface that it's miraculous to witness and cherish this very special movie. A beautiful movie, you definitely should check it out. Leaving Las Vegas. Ben Sanderson, a screenwriter who lost everything because of alcoholism, moves to Las Vegas to drink himself to death. There he meets Sarah, a prostitute, and moves in with her. A very dark film, but worth the watch if you go into it knowing what you are getting into. Also, it's based on a book whose author actually died before the film was finished. One hell of a movie. Make sure you're emotionally ready for it. As for Elizabeth, she has been one of the most beautiful Hollywood women ever since Adventures in Babysitting and even today. Gone Girl. Nick Dunn discovers that the entire media focus has shifted on him when his wife Amy Dunn mysteriously disappears on the day of their 5th wedding anniversary. It definitely had twists and turns, which are the core of the suspense movies. The storytelling was amazing. First, it makes you think that something had happened, then you understand what actually happened, and the story doesn't end up there. It becomes more interesting and keeps the viewers on their nerves as it gets difficult for them to predict the outcome. Although the storytelling was pretty much interesting, the climax was a bit disappointing for me. It could have been better, but they somehow tried to make it neutral. Overall, it's a pretty good movie that will take you to David Fincher's different world for 2 hours. Don't miss a chance to get into this world. Hope you like this video. Please do share, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you so much for your precious time. Namaste.